Hi. Hello, everyone. Hello. I know I said I probably want to go live again, but alas, I decided to go live again. Why not? Why not? I got time. I got time. Dinner isn't until later, so I thought I would quickly come do a stream with all of you and then go to dinner for my dad. Okay. Hello, folks. Who do we got here? Uh, we got Doug, first one in here. Hello, Doug. Hello, Matt Guy. A. Big Braden, hello. Hello, Sir Bartholomew. Hello, Meowzord. Okay. We got a few folks in here. Other people might not even be coming because I probably gave the impression I want to be coming back on, but that's okay. It happens. Um, so I don't really have much officially planned here. We react to a few videos. I kind of did the I don't know, presentation part of the stream earlier because when I talked about human environmental adaptations, and we talked about food, we talked about Christmas a bit. But so this is going to be kind of a chill stream. We have a few videos we could react to. Um, Thank you so much, Matt Seig. I really thank you. Uh, that was another reason why I streamed too. I'm like, I forget technically it's a work day for me. I should try to make something right. Um, okay. Thank you, Matt Seig. That'll get us the jester hat, okay? That'll get us the jester hat. We got if we get to 3 folks, we'll put on the jester collar. If we get to 5, it's like a grab bag. We'll figure out what to do when we get there. Um, I haven't really thought too much about it. All right, thank you, Matt Guy. Woo! Okay. I know we got a few people here. There's a few things we could do. Big Braden, I'm slightly sad that I went and rewatched all of Stranger Things and watched the new season. Then I got to wait till Christmas. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, there was some. I haven't heard much about that. Big Braden. Uh, the boycott stuff. I didn't know that. Okay. Thank you very much, Malzord. Yeah, I have a lot of nice sweaters, folks, and I brought out my sweaters because it's getting cold. So now I need to start wearing my fashionable sweaters here. Okay. Um, let's see here. Yeah, there was. That's okay, Doug. I had a stream earlier. It was about an hour and a half long. I was outside, and then I made some cookies with my dad, and we kind of talked about a few things. I talked about a few things. He talked about a few things. So I decided to come back on. I won't be long. I probably won't be on for. Well, I could be on for a while. We'll be on for a while, perhaps. We'll see how long it goes. Hello, Alyssa. Hello again, Alyssa. I know I lied. I said I probably want to be back on. Um, all right, Big Braden. It's a few of the actors, and one of the directors I think is Zionist. And there were boycotts, but was zero. But there was zero organization or anything. It was mostly just people. Of course, Big Braden. I'm not surprised at all. Okay. Yep. Sir Bartholomew. Yeah, guys. Netflix is gonna buy HBO, and I believe Sir Bartholomew. Hello, AMA. Okay. Uh, and I think Warner Brothers. Yeah, that's I I don't think there's probably enough companies out there that there won't be a trust or a monopoly investigation. But Jesus Christ, that's a lot of power for one company. But anyway, it's like 4 or 5 of the main cast is also pro pal. Yeah, there you go, Big Brain, and that's like, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Um, hello, AMA. I said the hello. Yeah. You know what? Let me just look that up real fast. That was kind of news from today. Another big Netflix purchasing, and I'm actually surprised. And I don't look into this stuff much. I thought HBO was doing well. Um, all the games and shit they just put on there too. Finally, yeah. Uh, yeah, you're totally right, Sir Bartholomew. Netflix buys. Um, okay. And where, on Netflix, Meows? Or do they have that stuff on Netflix? That's interesting. Yeah, Netflix to acquire Warner Brothers, and, yeah, and, HBO. That's a big acquisition. Jesus Christ, okay. Well, that's good. Okay, alright, so, some things we can talk about, folks. Yeah, it's better than the original report that the Saudi government a few months ago, but still not good. Yes, totally, Big Braden. Okay, guys. So a few things we can do here. Again, I already did sort of a stream where I did sort of a presentation. It was sort of a couple things we talked about earlier. talked about human I was outside in the cold talking about human biological adaptations, and then we also talked about food. Meowsword, you should go back and watch that because we were making cookies, my dad and I, of an 100-year-old recipe, and talked about food and history and culture and evolution and things like that. I think you'd appreciate it, Meowsword. Um, what'd you ask, Meowsword? I'm sorry, maybe I missed it. What cookies? Oh, they're called speckalaches, Meowsword. I'll put the recipe on, um I'll put the, recipe, on Discord at some point, speckalaches. So Sir Bartholomew, did we ever have a lesson on the Battle of Blair Mountain? Sir Bartholomew, yes, actually. For those that were with were with me that long ago, very early in my streaming career, I did a lesson on Battle of Blair Mountain. Maybe we need to do another one sometime as a refresher and also for all the new folks, because Battle of Blair Mountain is fascinating. I can see you being at the Battle of Blair Mountain, Sir Bartholomew, anyway. Okay, yeah, love the Battle of Blair Mountain. Okay, so, uh, few things to talk about here. I haven't looked much at the news today, I've been busy. There is that acquisition thing, the thing with, Netflix buying out Warner Brothers and HBO, by the way, folks. Um, hello, Louise, how you doing, Louise? Uh, one second. I got a message here from a family member. Give me a second. Bit before dinner. Where you go? My sister there. Okay. All right. So let me see what else is going on in the news. I'm gonna put my the stream up over here so you can see this. Uh Speckaloo biscuits cookies, maybe Louise. They're German cookies. They have nutmeg in them. Not cinnamon. They have vanilla, nutmeg, some citrus. Um, they're very good. Um, yeah. And you put icing on them. I think they're delicious. They're not too like spice heavy, but they're kind of like a spice sugar cookie, but like better than other spice cookies, in my opinion. Um, Okay, so we do get that was an interesting piece of news. Apparently, Netflix is buying Warner Brothers and HBO. I don't know how big Warner Brothers was anymore. I know they're pretty big. Um, I just want to see what other news kind of crap we got going on here. Uh, 83 bill. Okay, well that's pretty big then, Big Braid, and that's pretty big. Okay. Oh yes, that's another thing, folks. We did. The Trump administration struck another boat out, and this time out in the Pacific. Um, So that's good. That's good. I love war crimes. Don't we all love war crimes? So that's good. Merry Christmas, everyone. Um, okay, well there you go, Louise. I didn't know that. I've never heard of those Speckaloose biscuits. Okay. Um, so I don't know if you guys heard about that. There was another strike in the Pacific against some boats there. Um, I don't know if I can find. It is a drop in hey, send me some of your money then, Sir Bartholomew. Okay. Okay, anyway, we also Indiana passed another, I don't know why I'm on NBC, regardless, passed another bill or, just redrew their districts. The Supreme Court confirmed Texas's new, district, so, bad food news all around. What else is new? What else is new? I'll take a small loan of $1,000,000, okay? It'd be small for Sir Bartholomew if he has 83,000,000,000. Yeah, there you go. Oh, really, Hegseth? Is that really what he said? Melissa, would you send that to me? I would. You know what? Let's look it up. So, what did Pete Hegseth say about this other murder he committed? Uh, what did he say about this murder? Pete Hegseth tweet. Uh, really? Jesus Christ! I mean, I'm not surprised. They're like Disney villains at this point, right? Like, I mean, I'm just waiting for them to, like, break out into a theme song, like, from Ursula, or like, I don't know, Scar from Lion King. Okay, um, okay, ooh, hey, Victoria, okay, Yep, it was real, Big Braden. It was real. Now, here's the thing, though, Big Braden. That's what's bizarre is like they're both incompetent and fascists. So it's kind of hard to tell sometimes if they are just incompetent and like someone did accidentally spell it in a very unfortunate way, or if they're did it on purpose. Let it go, let it go. Right. Hello, SoCal. Okay. What did he say? Oh, well, there was that one. Okay. I need to find the one that Alyssa's talking about. Um, exactly. Right, Big Braden. Is it an, there you go. I like that, Big Braden. Is it an Easter egg? Um, I would love to find this. Uh, Here we go. Let's see what Pete Hegseth is saying over on Twitter. Um, let's see, because I know Alyssa said he said something rather unpleasant. Never back down. Ugh, America first. Look at that. This looks like that Nazi propaganda, doesn't it? Like the hyper masculinity. I mean, he's clothed, but like, okay. Anyway, um, yeah, no, totally, Sir Bartholomew. Okay. Oh, here we go. I see what Alyssa was talking about. Your wish is our command, Andrew. Just sunk another boat. Um, that's dark. That is dark. That is very dark, Alyssa. Oh my God. Guys, look at this. I mean, guys, oh my God. This okay. Oh my God. This is like this is this a joke? This looks like it's a pro-Trump site. I'm sorry. So this appeared underneath Pete Hegseth's. This is underneath Pete Hegseth's tweet from some guy that says Sons of Liberty. I gotta see American iron therapy is the best therapy. Yeah, this is a pro-Trump thing, and then they have this I got this is hilarious. I can't like, look at this shit. I is this a joke? I mean, this is unironic. Are they being unironic? It says, "Trump, what is best in life?" Trump to oh, this which is a quote from Jeffrey Epstein, by the way. Remember that letter? Okay. What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women. Oh, good. Good. Good, 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 good. Love that. Love that for us. Love that. That's good. Great. This is hilarious. It might be that Genghis Khan did see that, say that, Louise. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, this okay. Uh, I don't even know what to say about that. Anyway, that's just shock. I didn't. This just popped up on my feed from someone, but I can't even. Also, just okay. My mind, like they're also promoting monarchy here. Like I guess they want a king. I mean, we've known that, but but also the sorry, the comedy that this guy's name is Son of Liberty, Son of Liberty, even though he's promoting an authoritarian, autocratic. Okay, um, oh God, they have no sense of. Yeah, I know. Yeah, totally generative AI, but like the fact that they posted it, hilarious. Um, okay. Oh my God, I'm sorry. This is insane. Franklin isn't satisfied until law and order is restored. This is so racist. Franklin grows tired of immigrants and their behavior. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to lose my mind and then look at the racial stereotypes going on back here. Oh my. Okay, this is I was not expecting to find this today. I know I won't try to hurt myself. Um okay. Uh Liberty to my equals white male with pay. Oh my God, so true. So true, Victoria. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Big Brain, like it's so sad to abuse Franklin in this way. Poor Franklin. But like also that they think that this is like badass behavior, like sitting there with your arms crossed, like I'm so mad. There's people that look different than me. Like, okay, babies, all them babies. Okay, they should really call that, Franklin throws a toddler's tantrum. Okay, well, anyway, this that was just sort of a that was just sort of a just kind of a random thank you. Oh God, I'm sorry. Now I'm not now. Sorry, I'm now in a rabbit hole. Forgive me. Thank you, Pete. The first time we have concentrated on protecting our citizens and our homeland. Godspeed with a cross, a prayer symbol, and an image of a boat about to be hit by a missile. Okay, good. Good, I love this for us. This eh, okay, you know what? I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. I was not expecting to go down this rabbit hole. Um, all right. Truth seeker, right? Big Braden. Okay, we're done with that. We're done with that. All right. I don't want to get whew. All right. Well, that was fun. That was a fun little yeah, Louise, that was a fun little accidental excursion down fascism lane. Okay, gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. So let's talk, shall we? I do have a couple videos here we could watch. There are some Trump supporters who are feeling a bit disenchanted with Trump. Okay. It is Alyssa. That's why I avoid it. That's why it's so shocking whenever I go there. I try to avoid the rage bait. Did you see the creators of Franklin put out a statement? I did not, Big Braden. I did not. Okay. Um, Big Braden, kind of say how happy I am to have you here. I know you've been super busy with work and stuff. It's nice to have you here. Um, I've missed you, Big Braden, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Anyway, wow, thanks. I didn't know those books would be on my, there you go, Mithril. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. So, I know, Alyssa, I know sympathy, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to
One
watch
of
this
the
with you
reasons
guys.
why
I love this. This is a really good publication. It's a more perfect union, which is a labor, a sort of, I think it's actually run by unions. That'd be great. It's actually like run by unions. Okay, thank you, Trump failed. I saw this. I haven't seen it, but I saw this and I thought we could watch it together. It's called "Why Trump Supporters Are at a Breaking Point." No, I do not feel bad for them if they're suddenly regretting their vote for fascism. But it'll be interesting to, right, Doug? It'll be interesting just to see what some of them are saying. About some of the ones that might be regretting it. I'm just curious. It'll be an interesting study in humanity. So let's quickly watch this. We'll kind of, I'll talk through it so I don't get copyright. All right, let's go. Let's see what they have to say.
I like President Trump is because he
Okay, already we got a problem here. Already got a problem here. Okay.
uproots everything and changes the dynamics.
Well, yeah, see that. So I think I've said this before. My thought is why so many people voted for Trump is because he was viewed as a change agent, right? Now he wasn't, but people were desperate for someone that was anti-establishment. And he, despite being like the worst kind of the establishment, was viewed and at least presented himself as being anti-establishment. And since a lot of people are low information in terms of politics, they liked how he talked like a regular person, or what they thought was a regular person. Exactly, he was a fake populist. But that fooled a lot of people, Elliot. Right? It fooled a lot of people. Like what you just said is nonsense. He clearly is not actually, up for change, but he gave the appearance of being up for change, and he said a lot of things that people. He isn't a normal stiff politician, so this does make sense to me.
Well, when it comes to healthcare, it seems to be a very complicated system. A good portion of Hispanics, we all voted for Trump, so it's kind of like a betrayal in a way.
There you go.
Nearly 5 million people who live in Florida get their health care through the market.
I love that it's a betrayal, even though like that's all he's done his whole life is betray people. It's anyway. Okay. Yeah,
Or
well, Big Braden,
Obamacare.
that's and I am not defending people who voted for Trump, but the Democrats don't really give people very good options, do they? Okay. I mean, people, especially in the United States, who are dumb two-party system, you basically got two options. Yeah. There's third parties, but they're almost never going to win, at least not at this rate. So you basically got two options. The boring corpo dem who might kind of fiddle around the edges, who isn't a fascist, admittedly, probably isn't, at least not a full-on fascist, is a fascist towards other countries, but not, at least not mainly, for the most part, not within our country. And on the other side, you have the explicit white nationalist, Christo-fascist fascists, the Republican Party. So not the best decisions, not the best choices.
Plans for coverage, more than any other state. But the cost of these plans are set to skyrocket in 2026 as federal subsidies that made them more affordable will expire.
Are you guys on the Affordable Care Act, Marketplace Healthcare? Have you checked whether your premiums are going up next year? It's open enrollment period.
I think they are. think they're going to triple or quadruple, something like that.
Jesus Christ. Like, well, okay. Yeah, you're right. Jeffries did say that they won't be like, this is the thing. Oh my God, Mithril. I cannot stand the Democratic Party. And I know, like, I feel bad because a lot of times I feel like if you were to watch me and not understand how I view the world, you think I just hate the Democrats and I don't care very much about the Republicans. That it's quite the opposite, right? Like I mean, I don't like the Democrats, but I really hate the Republicans. But it doesn't even seem, from my worldview, to be a point to talk about them, because it's like, I mean, they're the devil, right? It's like, well, yeah, they're always going to make the worst choice. They're always going to make things worse. They're horrible people. They exploit division. They're fascists. I like, why even deal with them? And I know I really shouldn't be that way, but then like that's why the Democrats frustrate me so much, because anyway, anyway, let's put it this way. I'm frustrated with them because they still could they could be better, but they just refuse to be. Maybe they could be. I don't know. Maybe not. Hello, NP Clerner. Hello, hello. Okay. There you go, Trump failed. I love that. Lewis Black was so right. Republicans are the party of bad ideas, and the Democrats are the party of no ideas. There's a famous saying, guys, that I've heard it said before that if you give a Democrat three wishes, they will negotiate the first two wishes and then decide on the third one. For the third one, they'll decide on something that the Republicans want. Okay, and it's so true. They'll negotiate away the first two wishes, and then for the third one, they'll choose something that they know the Republicans want. Okay.
$400. It's going to be $684.
Agreed, Elliot.
And that's going to be a $7,500 deductible.
If it goes up that much, we're going to have to cancel. Can't afford it. No way.
Yeah, you're right, Doug. You might make quite a bit of profitability off this. I'm not trying to be cruel to like those people, but like it'd be good for you though, Doug, really. And you got to make those bucks, Doug. So I'm not like, it's good for you. Do what you need to do to survive. But yeah, it might be good for you, Doug.
Uno dice, ¿cómo pagaste un seguro tan alto, verdad? Con los sueldos tan bajos que uno tiene aquí.
Are you kidding me, Big Rating? Someone posted on Project Liberal account on social media, and they posted a thing fairly recently, like liberalism is the only thing that can beat fascism. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Okay, Big Braden, it's insane. All right, like that's laughable. That's laughable. I'm gonna go back a little bit here. All right.
No way.
Entonces uno dice, ¿cómo pagaste un seguro
When you
tan
ask yourself,
alto,
how do you pay for such an
verdad?
expensive
Con los
insurance
sueldos
plan,
tan
right?
bajos
With the
que
low
uno tiene
wages we
aquí.
have here, how do you manage?
¿Cómo haces?
The premium is going to be $1,261 every month.
Insane.
At the end of the day, people are going to die.
In the last election, every single Florida county moved right, including Democratic
This is why I don't. Okay,
leaning or Hispanic.
Someone came into the chat today while I was doing my earlier live stream and was like, "You should move to Florida. It has nicer temperatures here." And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I like nice temperatures, but it is Florida. No, thank you. All right.
Majority counties like Miami.
I voted for DeSantis.
I love you, Papi Trump. I love you.
But while some Trump supporters
Christ.
point fingers at the Democrats,
They did it to blame the
Big brain,
Republicans.
hilarious.
Because then it was like, oh, he's the one at fault. No, he's not.
others feel abandoned by the president.
In South Florida, we don't feel
Yep. Have you seen the movie Sir Bartholomew? Have you seen have you seen the movie? There's a movie, Sir Bartholomew, called How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Very good movie. I highly recommend everyone watch it. Okay, it's very good.
or valued in any way, shape, or form.
I know, Doug. It is Fox Emblem.
Catalina, who goes by Kat, is a freelance community mental health consultant. She gets her health insurance through the Affordable Care Act.
Health insurance.
Of course not, Mithril. Like, as you know, Mithril, like, it'll still be, like, even though you pay higher taxes, it's less expensive, right? If we just had universal health care, I agree, Sir Bartholomew.
Something that you don't think about when you're younger because you're just healthy, right? You can just kind of like bounce back.
Kat didn't give much thought to health insurance until a sudden medical emergency changed everything.
Guys, like, I'm sorry, I know I keep stopping this, but like, Have you noticed how a lot of these folks, they only really think about these issues unless if it's affecting them, right? Like it's always, I don't care about it. That's someone else's problem until it affects them. Like zero sense of empathy or zero sense of like communal responsibility, right? Like one of the issues with America, I think, is this obsessive individuality, right? Like we're all out. So many of us are just out for ourselves and have no systemic thoughts at all. Like it's all about me, me, me. Who cares about the guy next door? And it's dumb because if it can happen to the guy next door, it can happen to you, right? And you don't know, your life is unpredictable. Things can happen. Yeah, totally, Sir Bartholomew. You gotta love it, right? But like it seems though, Sir Bartholomew, and tell me if I'm wrong, it seems almost like more severe. Like there are places that are more collectivist that have capitalism that seem to think more about each other. You see what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe I am being biased. I feel like in America, especially, it's this the individuality aspect of it is through the roof. Yeah, Elliot. No, totally, Elliot. Yeah, right, Sir Bartholomew. Anyway, it blows my mind. Oh God, I know. Don't even get me started on Margaret Thatcher. I found out today for anyone who likes 40K, Warhammer 40K, that there was an orc in Warhammer 40K who has a name that's based off Margaret Thatcher because the creator hated Margaret Thatcher. Anyway, probably almost certainly, Sir Bartholomew, absolutely. And the propaganda and all the social control promotes individuality to prevent solidarity. Yep, yep, totally, Louise. Okay. Um,
First, I had really bad lower back pain. They told me that I had issues with my kidneys. It was a total of 3 weeks of being hospitalized. I guess while I was in the hospital, my hands started swelling.
After her kidney
Yeah, who would have thought health problems you can't control? Sometimes they come out of nowhere. Shocking.
issues began in 2022, Kat's health made full-time work nearly impossible.
I did end up having to get on the marketplace in 2023 because the kidney issues and also with my ADHD. I take the highest level of Vyvanse, 70 milligrams.
Oh my God, she takes more than I do. Good. God bless. Jesus Christ.
I need to take it so I can get out of bed, basically. I need these medications to function.
If you can't afford health insurance next year.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is kind of off topic here, but that might be an issue if you're so reliant on it that sounds like a dependency
What happens to
issue.
your medication?
Well, particularly the
Oops, because it can be an addictive medication. It's a stimulant. If you literally can't get out of bed, that's not really an ADHD thing. It may be depression, but not ADHD. Anyway.
Vyvanse is very expensive. Without health insurance, it's
Yep. Oh my God, guys, you have no idea. I'm sorry, I keep pausing. But I literally take this medication, and it is super expensive. And oftentimes there's shortages of it. So I like while I was teaching, there would be days where I would have to go without it for like 2 or 3 days, and it would be horrible, horrible because it's a very strong stimulant. So when you get off of it, basically, right? Well, like if you suddenly stop it, you can go without it. It won't like hurt you, but like your body has to adjust. You become very tired and lethargic. Anyway.
$400.
The ACA subsidies were part of a COVID-era stimulus package that was aimed at easing financial burdens caused by the pandemic. They've saved enrollees an average of about $1,200 a year on their health insurance premiums, but they're set to expire at the end of 2025. Democrats in Congress tried to make the subsidies permanent, triggering what became the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
Yeah.
In the end, 7 Democrats and 1 independent senator broke ranks and voted with Republicans to advance the funding deal, which included a promise of a mid-December vote on extending the subsidies. However, no agreement has yet been reached in the House under Speaker Mike Johnson. Without the subsidies, millions of people like Kat will face a new monthly expense on top of an already rising
Doug,
cost of living.
I don't blame you.
When I go to the grocery store for myself, it's not unusual for me to pay $200.
I'm definitely loving the buy one, get one free.
It wasn't like that a few years ago.
So okay. I want to see the conclusion. Like, is she going to stop supporting Trump now, or is she going to suddenly be like, wait a minute, maybe this was partially because of my vote.
You know, you really feel it in the pocket now.
Hi, how are you?
We followed Kat to a meeting with insurance
Dolly boy.
broker Steer Pierre Paul to see what her premiums will look like next year. Right now, she's paying $175 per month.
So as you can see right now, the premium has gone up. So if I was to go and give you a Cigna plan, it's going to be $684. That is without the
Interesting,
subsidy.
I'm doing
They
well,
even
Dolly
have
boy. How
a
are you
premium
doing?
up to $1,000. And then the
Thank you.
deductible are
Withdrawal.
still
Thank you.
high.
Yeah, I see that's wow.
Exactly.
Those numbers are so like, oh.
Is it more than you thought it was going to be?
So yes, that price is just too high. I definitely will not be able to afford that. And I don't have anyone to fall back on, any family.
Hey, you know what, J-Mac? That might be how she views other people, so really she ought to take her own advice, right? Pick herself up by her own bootstraps, right? That's how seems to be how she had been thinking previously. Yeah. But like, no, but here, this is the thing too, Big Braden. That is a common argument against universal health care, is the idea that like it's, like in Canada, you have to wait in long lines. I have to wait like months to see a specialist here. Months, sometimes for a doctor too. Like we have to wait long here too. Doctors actually not as bad, but like specialists, it will take months to see someone. So I love that argument. Um, uh, Okay. Oh, MP Klerner, I know exactly. Modi is a monster. I got to tell you, Modi is a monster. The Hindutva people are lunatics. Okay, trust me. We are in this community. I actually did a whole presentation on Hindutva. Yeah. I feel ya. We got folks in. A lot of us here in this community agree with you, MP. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of, by the way, MP, there's a lot of Trumpists or Trumpers, MAGA people who love Modi. Like, it's weird. They love Modi and they love Trump. And Israel is, of course, a genocidal state. That obviously is undebatable. I got my kafia back here, so I totally understand that. Okay, I feel your pain there. Yeah, no, I know it's so weird. The weird obsession with Israel, everywhere. Oh, right, Matt Saigai, right, okay, Matt Saigai being one of the ones that, of course, does not like Modi, but he likes to make jokes like that. Okay, anyway. All right, okay.
Members to help me out. And so that makes me wonder, like, what's going to happen to me? If I don't have access to medication, then I can't function at the most basic level. Then am I going to end up being homeless?
Right, J-Mac.
I just don't know. It's just...
Again, she only realizes, folks, when it started affecting her directly.
It's terrifying. So.
The Republican Party has long talked about getting rid of Obamacare, but according to this KFF study, support for the ACA among Republicans went from 8% in 2012 to 36% today. And some Republicans have listened to their constituents.
Oh, look, Josh
Republican
Holland.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, who broke with her own party yesterday, writing a lengthy post on social media calling for action to extend Obamacare subsidies and prevent insurance premium hikes. The Democrats.
Yeah, and see, what scares me is that opens the door for her, right? That opens the door for her because that's going to be a popular sentiment amongst some Republican-based people.
Passed Obamacare, but yet the Republicans have never done anything to correct the problems that exist with it. And I blame my own party.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis has
Damn it, there is a word for that. Does anyone know the word for that? What is the term for that? I mean, the same thing has happened with immigration. You see people being like, wait, I didn't think they were going to deport my neighbor that I like, and he's not a criminal. I don't know. What is it called? Like, I know what you mean, though. There is a word for that, J-Mac. I can't remember.
Downplayed the importance of health insurance altogether.
Thank you, Malzord. Cognitive dissonance. Thank you, Malzord. Cognitive dissonance.
Saying that most people under 50 don't really need coverage above a catastrophic plan.
And you did vote
there you
for
go. You
Governor
both got it. Leopard eating face. There
DeSantis.
you go.
The midterms are coming up next year. How would you be making your decision? What do you need to hear from any candidate to earn your vote?
I guess if they're voting for me, for the people, for the American citizens, then
Well, Schadenfreude might be a bit different.
Regardless
Trump failed,
of what party
right?
they are, I can reciprocate that and give the vote for them.
So is that a big deal for you? That
Yeah, it is. It's
Absolutely, Elliot Waffles. I cannot stand the Dems, the corporate Dems right now. They need to wake the hell up, but they're deeply corrupt, Elliot, and a lot of them are living in like a 1980s mindset, 1990s mindset. I can't anyway. It's so frustrating.
it's kind of like a break. It's unprecedented, but when you kind of don't see that you're being taken care of by your party, you have to make a choice.
Trump has taken a hard line, saying he will not approve any deal that extends the subsidies.
Jesus.
However the fight shakes out...
Like, this is what I mean. The Republicans are just, like, evil. Like, why even talk about it? They're just like, yeah, who cares? Let everyone die. Let everyone have ridiculously expensive health care.
Neither party has presented viable long-term solutions to rising healthcare costs and the shortcomings of the Affordable Care Act.
Now, there has been a small wing of the Democratic Party, the communists, as the Republicans call them, who have advocated for universal health care. Very small part of the Democratic Party, but like the majority of the Democratic Party does not, advocates only for,
so what's next?
Basically nothing.
To defend today, yes.
Capital. It is Elliot Waffles.
Obviously.
Right.
It is a system designed to make huge profits for the insurance companies and the drug companies.
Right.
Period.
Oh, Bernie,
we have got to move to a Medicare for all single-payer program. Absolutely.
when you think about Obamacare, when you think about the Affordable Care Act, do you think it's a good
no, you're right.
system, or do you?
You're right, Doug. Like they won't even, and they'll make. So yeah, her party wouldn't even give her a pizza party, and then they would make her thank them for it, right? They'd be like, "You better thank us for not weakening you with a pizza party," right?
I think there's something better.
You know, I don't know the big details of it, but it just seems like it's a system that needs to be revised. How? I'm not sure.
You know, do you support the policy of Medicare for all, for example, universal health care?
I mean, after what I went through, yes, I think so. That may look socialist, but it's just.
Hey, Mac, join the club. Heck, even mouth open, I would do it. I mean, hey, I'll keep my mouth open if it gets us that, right? Like, I don't care. All right. Anyway, I think I took that too far. Hello, yes, maybe a little survivorship bias too. That's very true, Meowzord. She supports. Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Access to basic health care for all American citizens. I think it's essential. It's needed. And
there you go.
It's a human condition, so it's a human issue.
I know. I was saying I would open my mouth, J-Mac. I didn't say. Never mind. Okay. All right. I mean, he can choose where. Anyway, what a commie, disgusting. Right? Yeah. Right, Dolly Boy. Needs the. Yeah. Okay. All right. So interesting. I guess she wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So another thing here, folks, I also got this video here.
One of the overall.
This is we are what's the term? What was I going to say? Oh, yes. So this is another video I found. We talked a few days ago about the Monroe Doctrine. Yeah, the sort of foreign policy standard for America and dealing with Latin America, with South America, Central America, which is basically imperialism, right? That the Southern Hemisphere, the Northern Hemisphere, whatever, all that stuff down there is like part of our sphere of influence. No one else can be an imperialist there, only we can. So this is a video from TLDR News, which is a UK channel, which I like a lot. He does these short little segments. This is very short. This is called the Don Roe Doctrine. So they're talking about Donald Trump's Monroe Doctrine, why Trump is obsessed with the Western Hemisphere. Okay, so let's just watch it. There was news came out, of course, that we struck another boat on this time in the Pacific, out right near Mexico. And on a side note, folks, if we get to 3 super chats, I'll put on the collar. If we get to 5, we'll do like a grab bag thing. Maybe we'll play a game. Maybe we'll do something like that. Please, if you don't mind, if you're over on Twitch, you can become a member. You can subscribe using Amazon Prime for free. That'd be lovely. like that'd be very lovely. Um, it'd be very helpful, or you can subscribe the regular way. That'll also make it so you don't have to see ads. You can become a member on YouTube for as little as 99 cents a month. Just 99 cents a month, and you get a cute little jester hat next to your name and members only emojis. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think. Yeah, you do, Sir Bartholomew, but at least they toss you some bones, right? At least they give you some bread and circuses. You know, you got universal health care, you got some other things, I guess. Anyway. Um, all right. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Thank you, Dolly Boy. Thank you very much, Dolly Boy. As always, saving the day. If we get one more, folks, we'll put on the caller. Here, now let's watch this. This is the Dunroe Doctrine, about why Donald Trump is. I haven't seen it, but it's saying why he's obsessed with the Western Hemisphere. Okay.
Branching foreign policy themes of Donald Trump's second administration
Yeah, it's
has
kinda
been his
loud, isn't
focus
it?
on the Western Hemisphere, or the Americas. The most obvious example of this is the deployment of a massive naval presence in the Caribbean, which amounts to the heaviest concentration of US naval power in the region since the Cold War.
Yeah,
As part of
it's crazy. We have like a Star Destroyer level of military power just sitting in the Caribbean right now. It's insane.
pressure campaign against the Venezuelan government. As such, observers have labeled Trump's Western Hemisphere pivot as the Donroe Doctrine, a play on words of the early 19th century Monroe Doctrine of President James.
Guys, can I also just say I'm very glad we don't have to debate about Stalin today. I'm very tired of talking about Stalin. And I've concluded, I know this is random, I have concluded that I'm just going to ignore any discussion of Stalin from this point on. You also have to realize, I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, is it kind of like atrocity denial for me to even argue with folks about that? Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to add that.
Monroe. So in this video, we're going to explain this apparent Donroe Doctrine, why Trump is seemingly so obsessed with the Western Hemisphere, and whether it's actually fair to call it a doctrine at all.
Yeah, big brain.
The TLDR Black Friday sale is now on. That includes our biggest ever discounts on all products.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I know. Right, J-Mac, absolutely. All right.
Crash course on US foreign policy in the Americas. In 1823, President James Monroe established what came to be known as the Monroe Doctrine.
By the way, that's why it's called the Monroe Doctrine, if you guys didn't know. Okay, President Monroe. Okay.
Essentially, he said that the US would not accept any attempts by European powers to colonize or intervene in the affairs of the nations of the Western Hemisphere, effectively separating the Americas and Europe into distinct spheres. The Monroe Doctrine has of course evolved over the following 200 years, and is often seen as synonymous with unilateral US intervention in the region it considers its backyard.
Because as we talked about, it has evolved over time to mean to include interventions and things like that.
A major evolution of the doctrine came in 1904.
That's exactly my issue, Big Braden. That is exactly my issue.
With the more assertive Roosevelt corollary, in which President Teddy Roosevelt said that the US had the right...
Okay, wait, guys, listen to that. I'm not joking. For the people in the UK there, whenever I hear someone from the UK pronounce Roosevelt, they pronounce it Roosevelt. Roosevelt. Is that... would that be the pronunciation like in the UK? Would you say Roosevelt? Roosevelt? Because whenever I hear that, because in the US we pronounce it Roosevelt, not Roosevelt. Anyway, just interesting.
And responsibility to act as an international police power in the Western Hemisphere.
Interesting. Interesting, Louise. Interesting.
Flagrant cases of wrongdoing or impotence. Over the coming years, this justified US interventions in the Dominican Republic, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Haiti. But in the 1930s, this assertive doctrine took a back seat.
You would think of Roose Bolton, wouldn't you, Meowsord?
As a policy of non-interventionism came to the fore, with President Franklin Roosevelt's good neighbor policy. The Monroe Doctrine then re-emerged in Washington's foreign policy.
Hey, no Anglophobia in the chat, okay? No Anglophobia, all right?
Calculations in the second half of the 20th century, as the spectre of communism haunted the Americas during the Cold War. Even if it wasn't always officially invoked, it prompted a multitude of interventions across the region, including the invasions of Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Grenada, support for the Contras.
Again, just a reminder, folks, when we intervened in these... I'm sorry, I'm going to laugh. I shouldn't be laughing. for each of these countries, like Grenada, Nicaragua, the narrative in the United States was these countries are threats to the United States. Like Grenada, this little country, this little island country in the Caribbean, is a huge threat to the United States. That's why we have to send Marines there. Nicaragua, huge threat to the United States. Okay. Um, you see what I mean? Uh, God. Are we having another Stewart Tudor break here in chat? I don't know. We're gonna have a little bit of a conflict here. Okay. I hope I named those royal families correctly. All right. Yeah, exactly, Dolly Boy. All right.
In Nicaragua and the backing of coups in Guatemala and Chile. The Monroe Doctrine then lost relevance in the post-Cold War decades, particularly as the global war on terror, and later the pivot to Asia, reflected Washington's shifting priorities. In 2013, Secretary of State John Kerry declared that the era of the Monroe Doctrine is over, stating that interventionism was out and cooperation with equal partners in the region was in. However, Kerry's pronouncement turned out to be premature, because during Trump's first term, his then National Security Advisor John Bolton said in 2019 that today we proudly proclaim for all to hear the Monroe Doctrine is...
You know what? All you UK people are the same to me. I mean, you're... Like, what's the difference? Welsh, Scottish, like what? You all like tea, right? I mean, I don't know what I'm joking. I am joking. Please don't get offended, okay? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm sorry, Dolly Boy. I'm just being a dick. You know me. I'm just an asshole, okay? Just kidding.
Alive and well. In his second term, Trump's actions and rhetoric have signaled that this remains true, as he has focused significant attention on the Western Hemisphere and comparatively less on other parts of the world. Yes, he's put much political capital into ending the wars in Gaza and Ukraine, but these efforts could be seen as an attempt to wrap up those conflicts as quickly as possible in order to free up some resources for use closer to home. Trump has signaled that he views China as more of a trade rival than a military one, and his relaxed view on Taiwan suggests that he doesn't view the potential conflict over the island as much of an American concern.
Good.
Meanwhile, Trump again...
Hey, that's a win, I think.
And his new term threatening territorial expansion, including Canada, Greenland, and Panama. He's also helped and rewarded his ideological allies. El Salvador...
Dolly Boy on the defensive right now. It's kind of fun.
Bukele has received a tourism and economy-boosting stamp of approval from Trump, as well as a $5 million deal to incarcerate deportees, and secured the extradition of top gang members that Bukele was seeking. While Argentina was offered a $20 billion financial lifeline shortly before President Javier Milei faced crucial midterm elections. However, Trump's ideological opponents have faced very different treatment.
Yes, MP, you can suggest a video if you go to the Discord. Just put it in the reactions channel, and I will take a look at it, and we can see if we can react to it. I just found 2 videos I thought we could react to, MP, but I will do here in a second. I was going to do some Discord reactions.
He slapped 50% tariffs on imports from Brazil, led by left-wing President...
Oh my God, so true, Mithril, so true. John Bolton, I can't stand John Bolton anyway.
Da Silva.
Lula, is Victoria here? We got Lula on screen, Lula on screen.
As the country prosecuted ex-President Bolsonaro, and Trump has halted aid to Colombia amid clashes with its leftist president, Gustavo Petro, on whom Trump has placed sanctions, accusing him of enabling drug trafficking. The US's biggest trade partners, Mexico and Canada, have also had to navigate Trump's tariff-heavy approach and bellicose rhetoric. However, it's Trump's approach to Venezuela that seems most representative of this renewed Monroe Doctrine. The Trump administration has offered a $50 million reward for the capture of Venezuela's revolutionary socialist president, Nicolas Maduro, while declaring him the head of a foreign terrorist organization, a move which could precede a regime
which seems to be definitely preceding a regime change.
Regime change-oriented military attack on the country. Not far from Venezuela, the US military has deployed a massive naval presence in the Caribbean at the expense of other regions.
Yeah, good for
and
you
has
guys,
been striking alleged drug trafficking boats near Venezuela, sparking serious questions about legality and further raising regional tensions. The Trump administration's primary justifications for this array of actions have been reducing immigration and drug flows, particularly when it comes to military threats against Venezuela, tariffs on Canada and Mexico, and Trump's militarization of the...
Yeah, you know, like there's like very few drugs that come in from Canada, like almost none.
Southern border. While things like supposed trade unfairness and countering Chinese influence has driven other actions, like pressuring Panama to quit China's Belt and Road Initiative. But is it fair to say that all of this amounts to a coherent Don Road doctrine?
That would be nice,
Trump
right?
has
Big
often
brain.
spoken out about what he's described as an enemy from within, as well as the
Oh, absolutely, Elliot. It's totally the oil. I think we've talked about this, right, guys? Like Venezuela has one of the biggest oil reserves in the world, if not the biggest. It's all about oil. They nationalized their oil industry a while back. We don't like that because oil ours, right? We want that oil should be ours. We don't like that they're a fairly independent nation. Yeah, absolutely. It's all about power and imperialism and control, and we never like them. Blah 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 blah.
invasion at the US-Mexico border. So this Western Hemisphere focus does align with his apparent perception of what the country's most pressing threats are. And his actions
totally,
and rhetoric certainly resemble an approach that sees the Western Hemisphere as the US's backyard, where he can and will attempt to shape the region's political future with coercive diplomacy, and by rewarding allies and punishing foes. Personal grievances appear to be an important feature too. Even after Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney built a workable...
And by the way, folks, when it comes to drugs, it's an issue of supply and demand. Like, even if this was actually about drugs, like Trump doesn't give a okay. Even if it was actually about drugs, the drugs are gonna come in. Like, as long as there's a demand, they're gonna find a different way to bring them in, right? Or they'll start being made in the U.S. Like, it's really dumb. Whenever there's a drug war, it almost always fails. Why aren't we attacking I demand we attack Norway, so we are not hypocrite. Hey, that's fair. That's fair, Jay. Okay.
Relationship with his US counterpart. Trump last month threatened additional tariffs on Canadian imports after a Canadian political advert aired by Ontario Province quoted Ronald Reagan's criticism of tariffs. However, some analysts argue that, fun wordplay aside, treating
smaller oil industry, by the way, Jay,
this as a coherent doctrine is too generous. Sure, you can work backwards from Trump's actions and retrofit a somewhat consistent doctrine around them, but it's not like he stood up and articulated a specific America's strategy. Daniel Dresner, for example, argues that Trump's actions in the Western Hemisphere have been, quote, just a bunch of stuff that happened, rather than being driven by an underlying strategy, with each action bearing the fingerprints of different officials. Marco Rubio in Venezuela.
Okay, I'm gonna yeah, 100%. No, you're right, and that's a good point, Drug. Like, if we actually made drugs legal and then regulated them, that would be a good way to help the problem. Like, literally, it'd be a much better way to help the problem because we could regulate them. It would also it would make it so that there would be no illegal drug. Well, there would be some, but they'd be a lot less powerful. Because then we would have legal drugs competing with illegal drugs, which would then weaken the the cartels and things like that. But of course, we'll never do that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Mauser. And if you have a population, this is actually true. There's a fear here of like you don't have good laborers, you have a weak country. Kind of goes back to the Cold War, a fear of having a weak country in case you need to go to war with the communists. I'm not even joking. A lot of it goes back to that. You need all your men to be ready to die for the country. All your women need to be able to produce babies for the next generation of capitalist workers, etc. I'm so sorry, Doug. Okay, anyway. Yeah, totally. Yeah, big brain. Okay. Glistening shirtless in a boat with your boy. Right, there you go. If you're high on drugs, you're not glistening shirtless in a boat with your boys. Well, you might be, Meowsord. Anyway, okay. All right, so I'm going to stop there. We got the general idea of this.
Peace.
We got some good things to react to in Discord. Okay, forgive me. I'm losing my mind a bit here. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a war criminal. That's hilarious. Okay, Black Mirror, Trump is Waldo. Here we go. We got Bad Empanada Live, anti-racism from left wingers. Oh, that'd be good. Okay. So weirdly enough, who is this? Who is forgive me. Who is this person? The person who posted the Bad Empanada thing about left-wing racism against Indian folks. who posted this? Would you just let me know here in chat? Okay. The reason, okay, we actually, weirdly enough, MP, we actually literally yesterday talked about. You should go back and I think it was it yesterday, folks. You should look at my the stream from yesterday. We literally talked about Kyle Kalinske and that post he did. Was it yesterday, folks, or was it 2 days ago? I would love to watch that. We talked about it already, MP Cleaner. The racist image that Kyle Kalinske posted. Is that what you're? Go back and watch that because we talked about it. But that's a good one. Thank you, MP Cleaner, for recommending that. Okay, yeah, was it 2 days ago? Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, definitely, MP Cleaner. Definitely, it is a caricature, definitely racial undertones, bad. And there is a big problem with the normalization of racism against Southeast Asian people. It's really frustrating, very frustrating. Um, I can even tell you, I think I've mentioned it before in chat, folks, like also like in the gay community, I got it like it's bad in the gay community, especially like anyway. Yeah, that's right, caricatures and whatnot. That was it then, Doug? Absolutely, okay. So it was yesterday or the day before, so you should check that out, NP Klearner. Uh, yeah, oh, I believe hey, I believe you. I believe I just yeah, that's why I'm letting you know. You should go back and watch it because we talked about it. All right. 2 days ago. Oh, that's right, that was my off day, Tuesday. So yesterday. All right. All right. No, no, Big Braden. Oh my God, Big Braden, you're gonna get me to go on a rant. I know, and they exist. They're out there. Gay people who are bigoted against trans people. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, there's more than you think there of them. You are there. There. Anyway, there are some who like think they're not anti-trans, but then are anti-trans. There are some who are openly anti-trans. Most of the ones I know aren't, but yeah, I could lose my mind talking about how there's a lot of gay people who are anti-trans. Okay. Um, all right. So, let's another video here we could watch. Uh, yeah. Oh, right, Dolly Boy. You know, probably Dolly Boy. Like, okay. I could go on a rant. I don't want to be. Yeah. Guy. Okay. You know what? I'll go on a brief rant. Give me a brief rant here. I uh and I can say this, right? Right? Like, isn't that like the rule? Like, if you're of the community, you can criticize the community or whatever. Like, isn't that an unofficial rule of some sort? Okay. I don't care. You guys can criticize it too. Like, okay. Like, I've told you this guys before. Like, I, I, a lot of like, there's no, it's okay, Big Brain. A lot of gay people, all right, are in the LGBTQ community. Um, they seem to think that because they're in a marginalized group, that means they are immune from marginalizing other groups. Like it's somehow a protective armor. And anything they say about any other group is just like, it's just an observation. It's not like indicative of any kind because they can't be discriminatory. They're in the gay community. It's just a fact, blah, 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 blah. There you go. No, Malzord, you're not wrong. Like gatekeeping, and it drives me crazy. Let me tell you something, folks. And there's the thing, right? Yeah, gay people are marginalized, right? That right there you go, right? You can't be racist because you're white, right, Jane? Okay. Um, okay. Uh, yeah. Like, let me tell you something. So there is in the gay community, right? This is obvious. You all know this. It doesn't matter if you're gay, if you're white, if you're black, if you're like whatever. Okay, you can still have thoughts that have been put into you by society that are very structural, like viewing different groups as superior or inferior, right? Like even like within the black community, there are some black folks who are kind of colorist. They view like darker skinned black people as more inferior. Okay. They're like, and in the gay community, it's 100% true. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like if I were to go, like if you go into a gay club, now I know all of you have probably been in a gay club because I know you all have. I'm just kidding, but I would laugh occasionally, especially when I was in Boston. I used to be kind of a party or whatever. I would go into a gay club, right? And I'm not joking. the first thing I noticed, this was especially bad in Boston, which is renowned for being kind of a racist city. Um, oh my God, you're Malzord. I have experienced that because I'm the introverted one. I am the introverted one. Okay. So anyway, you would go into a club, right? And I'm not joking, in the middle of the dance floor would be a bunch of shirtless, muscular white men. Okay, you said this sounds like I'm under explaining. I'm like exaggerating. I am not. In the middle of the dance floor would be like shirtless, muscular white men. Then there'd be a layer right outside of that where there might be a few black men dancing. There might be like one or two mixed in with with the white men in the middle. You also start to see more shirts, people who aren't as built, okay? You might see a few Latinos in that second layer, but not as many. And then by the time you get to like the third layer, there's a bunch of other racial groups. Most of them have their shirts on, they're bigger, they're not like muscular. And then like on the edges, you would see people like Southeast Asian folks. You would see people like um thinner black men. You would see uh uh Eastern Asian folks. It was like literally like an onion, like an onion of like a miniature of society and like class structure and race structure. Of like you could see it on the dance floor. Yeah, it's literally. It's not yeah, it's not. I'm not joking. It's like segregation at a gay bar. And think about how insane that is, J Mac. At like a gay bar? Are you kidding me? Why would you segregate? Okay, and this, by the way, I have transgender friends. Okay, yeah, I'm not saying this because I'm going to be like I can't be transphobic. No, I have transgender friends that gay clubs have not allowed in because they don't view them as gay or they don't view them as the kind of people they want in the club. Um, yeah. Oh, Sir Bartholomew. And so in the gay community too, there are some cities where there will be a club specifically for black gay men and a club specifically for white gay men. And there's oftentimes no place for like Southeast Asian men or like, okay, it grosses me out, and I very quickly I did not often go to clubs. I ended up actually much preferring going to like Latino clubs because those were much more open. Because Latino folks, there's a lot of different colors in the Latino community. Anyway, but like, and there's also class differences. Like as Malzord mentioned, like the outgoing, stylish, wealthier gays look down upon gays. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, or anything, who are poorer or have less money. And this is not the same in every aspect of the gay community. People are human beings, but just because you are in, um, uh, how the privileged white person can go. I know, kind of, yeah, no, kind of Meowsord. But like that's the thing, Meowsord. Like they don't care because for some reason, like the minority bar, like the Latino bar, like they don't care what color you are. But for some reason, the white. Okay. Um, okay, JMac, wait, I thought all gay people were rich. Yeah, well, there are statistics, by the way, JMac, that show that a lot of times gay people do have more wealth on average, but also they're more likely to be homeless because of being kicked out of their houses and stuff. This is kind of a joke. I always joke that there's a gay mafia, right? There's like a gay mafia that controls everything, because a lot of times gay folks help each other out and stuff like that. It's kind of a tight knit community in some places, but it's typically a racially segregated community. Anyway, and not to mention, folks, a lot of early gay culture that we all think of comes out of oh my god, yes, MP, height is a thing. You're gonna make me rant about this for hours. Yes, I'll talk about that in a second, but yes, height is a thing too. But like a lot of that gay culture came from gay people of color, trans and gay people of color in New York City, and then the rest of the community adopted it and now excludes that group. So okay, that's strange. Uh no, I know I shouldn't put that out in the world, J-Mac. It's not like actually a gay mafia, but like, okay. I know. Okay. But to answer your question, MP, yeah, in the gay community, there's also a height thing. shorter you are, there's all these weird standards in the gay community. Again, not amongst all people. Where thank you so much, Matt Saiga, really for all these. I'll put on the collar. I forgot to do that. Where like if you're shorter, um, okay, trans people were literally included in queerness back. Yep, they totally were. They totally were weird amorphous blob, and yet a lot of times they get excluded. It's bizarre to me. Um, uh, yep. Yeah, totally. Trans people also have very high rates of homelessness. Like, folks, they are. I know. I'm talking about like, oh, there's privilege. It is still a minority group that is marginalized, whether you're a white gay person or otherwise. But within that community, there is like, and by the way, like at least as a white gay guy, I can fake it, right? I can try if I need to. I mean, I probably will fail, right? I won't be able to help myself. But like, anyway, so height is a thing too. Like, if you're shorter oh, I know, right? Weird amorphous blob. Like if you're shorter, you're typically I don't want to get too much into that, but yeah, there is also body judgment, like extreme body judgment. Remember how yesterday I was on stream explaining to people how there are like different words we use to describe people of different body types in the gay community. What is more telling is the fact that there are certain body types that there isn't a word for. I listed some of the body types, right? But then what if you're not one of those body types? Well, those are the people that are often excluded. I got to tell you. Okay. Yeah. Bear, twink, twunk, otter. We talked about daddy. There are words that for types of people that those don't include, right? Uh, yeah. Yes, teacher. Even if we forgot the lesson where we call the gay chat. Thank you, Macy. Okay. Like, what does that tell you, right? That there's certain parts that are being marginalized. Uh, and guys, well, all right. Every day is gay chat when I'm here, that's for sure. So, all right. And now there are words like chubby that, okay, I don't want to get, it's gross, but anyway, so regardless, like, it's insane. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Let's put it that way. Um, and yeah, it's very dehumanizing. It's very dehumanizing. And guys, there's also these big, if anyone's ever heard what a circuit party is, I've never been to one. Just to be clear, there are these big gay parties where everyone does drugs and then engages in sex acts essentially on a dance floor. And those are pretty exclusively for people who are wealthy because they're expensive, and mainly people who are white. You can be a person of color and go, but you better be wealthy to do that. And like they form a different class of gay people. They're like the real outgoing elite gay people who can afford these circuit parties and shit. Anyway, okay, guys, I'm done with that. I just need to rant. Yeah, is that where everyone gets together and docks hats? Kind of, yeah. They exactly, Mauser. They can afford the risk, and it's risky. It's dangerous. Yeah, it is and it's guys, it's dangerous. Like you can get I just to give you an example here, I once had I don't know if I want to say this. I once knew someone who I was very close to, and I'm no longer with this person. And then years later I met with them again just to say hi. And they had really changed. They were no longer the person I had remembered, but they had become one that goes to circuit parties and stuff. And like you could see the brain, like you could see some damage there. But anyway, like, and these are dangerous kind because like you're using tons of things like I shouldn't talk about this on stream. You're using things like that you sniff, and I'm not going to go crazy here. And you use like other tons of drugs and stuff, which does damage to like to your brain and things like that. And there's a big risk of contracting certain diseases. So if you're rich, you can afford that shit. You can afford the threat. Yeah, no, MP cleaner. That's the same thing in the gay community, right? If you're so there's this idea. I know, God, I'm going to be ranting about this forever. Okay, I don't blame you, weird amorphous blob. I don't blame you. Okay. Um. Uh. JMac, trust me, the one I'm talking about. I don't even know if you can call it a drug. It's an inhalant, which I guess means it's a drug. Um. Yes. So, like, if you're a short gay man, you will be assumed to be, you will assume, a lot of folks will assume that you need to take an effeminate. Can I say that, Meows? I don't know if I can say that on stream, but yes, that will assume you're effeminate, okay? And that you will take the an effeminate role. Like, it's weird. And it's the same thing among straight guys. Like, shorter straight guys, smaller straight guys, there's also weird things about that. Like, you want a man who's big. Is it Meowsword? Okay, fair. Like, you want a man that is big, and shit like that. It doesn't, who the hell cares, right? You're all kings to me. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Now I'm lucky, I guess. I'm tall. I'm like 6'1". But like, who can like, that's never been something. I probably shouldn't talk about this. That's never been something that turns me off to a guy. I like, who cares? But like, it's weird. And by the way, part of that is because the state wants men to be big and strong. The state wants men to be big and strong. You want big, strong men so they can go fight in the military. So it's also a idea here of like, if like, they want big men because they think that makes them better warriors and crap like that. So a lot of it is like brainwashing that's beneficial for the state. Okay. Anyway, feed them corn, right, Macy? Anyway, so um, yeah. Oh yeah, no problem, NP. I know I'm ranting, NP, but okay. Uh, Guys, God, you're gonna make. There's so many other things I want to rant about now that you've gotten me started. Because I was actually I was annoyed about something regarding this earlier. But anyway, yep, Napoleon and his really tall unit, the classic like Napoleon and his really tall unit. Yeah, exactly. Yep, Dolly boy. And then they would give them these. Let me show you guys. So if anyone knows what a grenadier is, well, okay, a grenadier. This is actually not Napoleon. This is in the English army. The grenadier, and I always thought it was kind of funny. English. On first at heaven's command, oh, rose from out the main. Okay, anyway. So this is a grenadier. Let me show you here. Just to show you that military, how like they like big guys. Okay, it's like the state makes you beneficial. Um. All right. Overlay scene. So this is a grenadier. Okay, and the time I'm talking about in English history is when they used to fight in these columns. Okay, and um, a grenadier literally would have like grenades. Like they would have these sort of cannonballs that they could toss. They could light it on fire and throw it. Ergo, grenadiers. They have the grenades. They do the grenadiering. Um, but forgive me. Um, yeah. Now you'll notice though that they have these big old hats on, right? These big old hats. So to be a grenadier in the English military, you had to be about 6 feet. Okay, you had to be 6 feet. Yeah, guys, exactly. You had to be 6 feet. And because the grenadiers were supposed to be these big, scary guys that would like charge into battle and frighten the enemy. And then in order to make them appear even bigger, they had these hats on to like add to the illusion of height. Okay. Like to add the illusion of height. Now, what I think is funny about this is that I don't know about you, but if I'm going into a battle where there are bullets flying back and forth, I'm going to want to be short, right? I feel like this just makes you a target, right? Like you're going to be much easier to be shot even if they're inaccurate weapons, you're going to be hit, right? And who would have thought they would often send these guys in and then they'd get shot? Oh, shocking. The big target with the red outfit on, with the big hat that says, "Ooh, look at me," you're going to get shot first, right? But this mentality of like bigger means better, this weird sense of masculinity as being larger. Hey, by the way, even in the language we use, like when we're raising male boys, we're like, "Oh, look at you! You're a big boy. You're a big boy now," right? Like, why? What is it? Why do we have to talk about big? Like, what is that? Anyway, it's very much in our culture, and there are different cultures that don't do the same thing. Okay, but like, uh, anyway, yeah, your hitbox is too big, Sir Both. Exactly right. Um, okay. Uh, I just clipped you calling us all big boys. How dare you, J Mac? Okay. Okay, for that's oh my god, how long have I been ranting for, folks? This is all your fault. I blame all of you for this crap, okay? By the way, folks, if we get, what, 2 more super chats, we'll do I don't know, we'll do something. Oh, fuck it. Okay, we'll do something, right? Um, anyway, you're all kings, okay? You're all kings. I'm not just saying that because 'cause I'm a gay man. You're all kings. Straight, gay, you're all fine. You're all great guys. Um, 'kay. Uh, uh what did I say? It wasn't your fault, Big Braden? What do you mean? Okay. Certified short king, yeah. Uh, kings all around. Women too, you're all awesome. You all know this, guys. No, it was your fault, Big Braden. It was your fault. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right. You know what, Dolly Boy? Okay, Dolly Boy, whatever. Bi, lesbian, pan, demi, whatever you want to say. Okay. Okay. Big Braden, all right. Okay, guys. All right. God damn it. Speaking of me being 6'1", it's also annoying because I keep having to arch over because I can't fix so I'm gonna move forward so I don't break my back here. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. By the way, um, okay. I don't know what to believe anymore. Jesus. Um, okay. Okay, what was I gonna say here? No, well, I kind of wanted to say something. I guess that could be inappropriate, but I'm not going to say it about shorter guys. But anyway, like in a good way. But anyway, I won't say that. All right, so we'll go on here. Now, can you hear me now? There we go. Forgive me, I knocked it out. Uh, this is see, I have trouble keeping my mouth shut because if I say I'm not going to say something, then everyone wants to hear it, right? Okay. So, I'll just tell you, okay? A lot of times, larger guys, like bigger guys, taller guys, think they don't have to work hard in certain situations. All right. I think you can assume what situation I'm referring to. I have found this is so gross. Whatever. Okay. You guys can make I'm not going to outright say it, but I have found shorter guys are much better in certain departments. Okay. I got to tell you, and it's kind of unfortunate that they feel that they have to be, but I mean, come on. L- anyway, moving on. Moving on. I'm going to be quiet now. Um, there you go, Meowsord. There you go. No, I'm not saying they work harder, JMac. I'm just saying they are more talented because they have more experience doing more, if you see what I mean. Because like bigger guys typically sometimes don't feel like they have to put much effort into it. You see what I mean? So they're kind of lazy about it. But then shorter guys. Uh, okay, there you go, MP Cleaner. Okay, we're done with that. So all my short kings out there, you're the best. Let's just put it that way. All right. And we're done talking about that. Moving on. So don't be worried about being short, okay? Okay, you guys. That's not to say there's nothing wrong with being taller, by the way. I'm just saying, okay? All right, moving on. Uh, all right, guys. So what else can we watch here? Uh, the goods are at center mass. There you go. All right, you're all gonna. I know. I'm gross. Okay, I can't help myself. I'm a degenerate. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go back to. Chat here. Um, I'm going to go back to Discord. Let's find something else to react to here, folks. Now that I am done with my rant. Yeah, there you go. It's late night somewhere, right? I guess if I'm not going to be explicit about it. So, uh, okay. Got me in tears, man. No, hey, I'm sorry, Sir Bartholomew. Hey, I'm taller too, Sir Bartholomew. I get it. We have to live with our inferiority, Sir Bartholomew. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right. Uh, see now, okay, good. Now I'm demonizing tall people. That is not my intention. Okay. Uh, I'm trying to reverse some narratives here. All right. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. Let me go to Discord here. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm sure we got something else to react to. Sure, we got some other good stuff to react to here. Um, all right. Okay. Black Mirror. Let's see here. 2 minute Ville. Okay, you know what? Let's watch this. This is from Meowsworth. This would be a nice palate cleanser after that conversation. All right, you guys. Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad there are tears of laughter, Sir Bartholomew. Okay. All right. So, guys, let's talk a little bit here about this is sent for me from Meowsword from Black Mirror. Donald Trump is Waldo. Okay, I'm gonna obviously, guys, forgive me if I talk during it just to prevent copyright here, but let's see what this is about after that filthy, filthy conversation, right? I know I'm so disgusting. I love Black Mirror. I love Black Mirror. Okay. Oh, come on, Dolly Boy. You know I'm right. You know I'm right, Dolly Boy. I know about you, Dolly Boy. I know about you. Okay. Just kidding. All right. All right. So let's watch this. Okay.
And now it's time for everyone's favourite kids' TV character.
I agree, JJ Mac. That episode, I love it.
Hello. You people know a lot about trucks. Bing, bing, bong.
Wait, so is this just Trump's voice and then they put it to this guy?
Loves him. We want to see more.
Why don't we get people to vote for him?
That's not a bad idea, actually. I really am very smart, and I'm very competent, and I'm really good at business, and I...
Oh, I got you. Voice over the cartoon from the actual show. Gotcha.
can make this country so rich and so great again. But maybe people don't like my smile.
Oh, there's no point in attempting to converse with a cartoon.
It's going to be really a real wall. It's going to be way up there.
Oh my God, it's a giant bean. I have not seen this. I would not have J-Mac. I would not have. I'm afraid I would not have. Okay, the David Cameron episode, right? Yeah, I recommend Black Mirror, folks. Very good. This is good. Cartoonist.
Wow.
That thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Meowsword. So I get it now. Okay.
Is the main opposition, and the whole system looks absurd.
He went after his mother with a hammer.
Well, I'm not sure I know exactly what.
He hits a friend of his in the face.
I get it. This is good.
With a padlock.
I don't beat people up.
But now it's changed.
I don't think I have
An official mascot of protest
Klerner.
Somebody's doing the raping.
His open disdain for his opponents has clearly struck a chord.
Take a look at her. She's a slob. She talks like...
Oh my God, I can't stand him. By the way, it's always women. Like whenever he's okay, he's always calling women nasty and like, oh my God, even though he's like the grossest person, like I swear he keeps Big Macs tucked. Anyway, okay.
like a truck driver.
For once I find myself agreeing with Leah Monroe in that this...
I know where she went. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about it. No, it's too disgusting. They say don't use hairspray. It's bad for the ozone. So I'm sitting in this concealed apartment. I really do live in a very nice apartment, right? But it's sealed.
Yeah, do you like Black Mirror, Victoria? I love it.
It's beautiful. I don't think anything gets out.
Get him the hell out of here, will you, please? Yeah, you can get him out. Yeah, get him out. Get him the hell out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get out.
Yeah, that's creepy. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Is this is that serious, Dolly Boy? Is that literally what happened? David Cameron actually did that with a pig head? Is that a thing? Is that real? Is that actually real? You got to tell me if that's real. And then I'm going to need to verify anyway. Because that would be hilarious if David Cameron did that with a pig's head. I can't say it on stream, but hopefully you can see the comment, folks.
Maybe he should have been roughed up.
You got a global political entertainment product. People
a whole pig
actually want. There may be an opportunity in America.
Let's be honest. Is this a comic book version of a presidential campaign?
Oh my God. I am not surprised, Dolly Boy. Okay. That's good. Has it? Okay, I like that. That was good. That's funny. I need to rewatch that episode. It's been a running political joke for the British. Really, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't know. The stream has gone off the rails, J-Mac. It's what can I say? All right. So one new mention here. Let's see here. What other reactions we got here? This was sent to us by Doug. Thank you, Doug. This is kind of funny. You've been hit by, you've been struck by. You sorry. I gotta reduce the size here so y'all can see it. You've been struck by a war criminal. Okay, kind of dark but funny. All right. Yep. Look at that explosion there. Okay, look at that explosion. All right. Okay. It's okay, Dolly Boy. I enjoyed it. Okay. All right. All right, real fast, guys. So let me see what else we got here over here on Discord. Okay, reactions. Oh, good God. So this looks good too. And I'll react to this one too. I'll see if we can react to this with my dad. Um, NP Klerner. That looks like a good video. I just see the one you posted there. Addressing Candace. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is from Alyssa. Charlie Kirk show addresses Candace Owens' slanderous Okay, I'm gonna have to see what this is. We're gonna have to see what this is. Okay, let's see what this is. So
we wanted to.
So this is actually Charlie Kirk's show. Okay. You know what? Let's watch a bit. What are they talking about? So this apparently is they're fighting big time, Alyssa. Oh, beautiful. So apparently the right wing is fighting again. That's good. Really, Sir Bartholomew? This is good. Let's see what they're going to say here. The Charlie Kirk show. All right.
Use this segment at the top of this hour to say something important, something very important. For the past 2.5 months, there is a topic.
Oh, absolutely weird, Morpheus Blob.
That has flooded our Freedom inbox. It has been nonstop on social media, but which we have almost totally avoided on this show. You probably already know what I'm talking about, which shows just how ubiquitous it has been.
Is that so, J-Mac? I have not been following. I don't typically follow Candace Owens, so I am missing if she's been ranting like a lunatic. I have not seen it. I mean, she normally is, right? But I haven't. Okay, you should. I know, right, Big Brain? She's been accusing them of some big stuff. So has she been accusing TP USA of some big stuff, or the Charlie Kirk show? Or are they the same thing? I'm not quite. Okay.
Since Charlie's murder.
Oh, that's right. They keep the guy. Oh my God, that's so cheesy. Do they really keep the chair empty because Charlie Kirk used to be there? Is that why the chair is empty next to him? Oh dear God, is that why the chair is empty? Oh, that's right. That's bizarre, Meowzord. Okay, I'm not surprised. That's kind of crazy. Oh, really? Wasn't she the one saying that the president of France's wife was like a trans woman or something? Like what? Well, like who cares if she was? She isn't. But okay, all right. Okay. God. Oh my God. These people. Okay.
Candace Owens has leveled a flood of allegations against people at Turning Point.
Like, it's just loving. None of these people are good people. That's why it's so fun to watch them fight like this.
USA, people at Turning Point Action, and people who work for this show. She's made them against some of Charlie's closest friends and against some of his most dedicated
All right. Bye-bye,
employees.
MP Cleaner. Hopefully you'll see you again soon.
She suggested that Michael McCoy, Charlie's chief of staff, knew Charlie would be murdered, was happy that he died, and stayed silent because he was told he would be the next Charlie. She has suggested Michael is not his real name. It is. I have seen his birth certificate myself. She has called it suspicious that Mikey's wife, who works at Turning Point, helped plan the campus tour event where Charlie was murdered.
I just got to pause it occasionally, folks, so that I don't get a copyright. So pardon me. All right. Get some good sleep, NP.
She didn't, by the way, she doesn't work on campus events. Candace has suggested the Utah Valley University event was unusual and its details suggested a, quote, inside job. She has claimed that foreign aircraft have followed Erica Kirk around the country and that Turning Point has lied about this happening. She has accused us of lying about Charlie wanting Erica to take over for him if he died. She has suggested Charlie's security team intentionally denied him first aid after the shooting to ensure that he died.
J-Mac.
she has raised suspicions about.
At times, J-Mac, I got to admit though, J-Mac, it's kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm being too nice. At times it's sad for me to watch her. Like, it really is. Like, it's so humiliating. It's just so humiliating to watch her. Like, it makes me feel, it also honestly, J-Mac, it makes me feel bad for the Black community. Like, and I know it just because she just is so humiliating. Anyway, okay.
The head of our technical team because
like obviously she's not reflective of the Black community, but like the fact that she is like, I know, but like it's just so humiliating. And I'm not, and I don't feel bad for her, but like I do sometimes when I'm watching her, I have trouble watching because I'm like, this is just so humiliating. This is like embarrassing to watch. It's like hard to watch.
He took an SD card out of a camera. She has spread absurd claims that Tyler Boyer, who we just had on the show, sexually abuses male interns. She has suggested that TPUSA faith-affiliated pastors, like theologian Frank Turek, who we'll have on in a moment, and Pastor Rob McCoy, are part of a military, quote, infiltration of Turning Point.
I know, guys, it's a weird bias of mine. I'm just saying, like, I don't respect her at all. She's a horrible human being. I just like, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Dolly Boy. Yeah, exactly, Big Braden. Like, and that's what really bothers me is like I know there's no money. I know. Hey, Mac, I know, right? But like you have to like okay, maybe this might be my I don't know. I don't know. Like so I used to I don't even want to talk. So I used to teach in a community that was like what 89 80 90% Black and it just makes me really sad to see her because so many of my students were like really struggling, really struggling. And it anyway, and then she goes out and spews this nonsense about her. Anyway, it just bothers me. Okay, and I would actually meet people who liked her. Anyway, it's so harmful. That's my point. It is so harmful to so many, especially younger people. Okay. Hello, cheese soup. Okay. I'll pour one out for Candace. Thank you, Malzor. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for okay. Okay, I know it's bad. I feel bad. I know I shouldn't feel bad. I shouldn't. Maybe it's my I don't know, what do you call it? Like, hey, that's fair, J Mac. I mean, like maybe I am is it what do you call it? White guilt or something? Like, I don't know what you call it. I maybe not, but like it's just humiliating to me to watch her.
Because they are
okay.
Veterans or because they have family members who are. Even if not everyone has been named specifically, though, Candace has effectively tarred everyone here with complicity in Charlie's death by repeatedly saying he was, quote, betrayed by, quote, everyone. She has said Charlie's murder, quote, had to be approved by Charlie's friends, and then suggested those friends might have her murdered too for, quote, knowing the truth.
Jesus Christ, she actually see, I don't see this thing though. I don't know if I can trust this guy, but are these things that she's actually said and done?
She has made claims of financial impropriety and fraud at Turning Point, adding up into the millions of dollars, which again is not true. Charlie made sure the organization was audited by a third party every year. He personally reviewed and he signed off on every expense report, and literally every single bill paid by the organization down to a single United States dollar. We have never missed a 990 deadline. Candace has made other stranger allegations involving French paratroopers in maroon shirts, Egyptian Air Force planes.
See, again, this is why this stuff is so crazy. Like, any of these things could actually be true. Like, they sound like things a right-wing grifter would say, right? But, like, I don't know because I can't trust him because he's a right-wing grifter. So, like, it's like, what is this? Like, what's that movie with, like, they go into the dreams and then there's, like, all these layers of dreams. And they have to like figure out like, oh, which dream are we in? Or we're in like the deeper dream or the closer to the surface dream. Thank you, Inception. It's like it's like layers of like grifting Inception, right? It's like I don't know where it's so confusing. Okay.
Flying out of Provo, Utah, and potential underground assassins traveling through unseen tunnels. At one point in early November,
what the hell
she started
is Hustler
wildly
University,
throwing suspicion.
J-Mac? What the hell is Hustler University? Okay, J-Mac spewing nonsense over here. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay. Oh, you're talking about Tate's alma mater. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. All right. I just thought that JMac had lost it finally. I just thought that JMac had lost it. I got you. Okay. I mean, JMac probably already has lost it, but yeah, the Andrew Tate's okay. Okay, see, this is why, folks, this is why I need all of you because I told you I am not into a lot of I don't know a lot of the pop culture stuff. If is that pop culture? No, that's more political shit, right? Like anyway, whatever. But Andrew Tate's horrific. I know. He is.
On members of Utah Valley's soccer team for wearing hoodies. I could go on. There is always something new coming up, and none of it ever pans out because from the start, there has been nothing there. The attacks and allegations from Candace are either lies or they are innuendos thrown around.
Do you think that, you know how she like was kind of siding with Kanye for a bit? I don't know if she still is, but do you think like that virus spread to her brain? Like somehow it's like communicable and now she's getting it in her head? Like it's some sort of undiscovered brain virus that just makes people super paranoid and start making strange accusations? Okay. Okay.
With a total reckless disregard for the truth so that Candace can manipulate
cheese soup, right?
And string along an audience of people who don't realize they are being played. Instead of being able to grieve properly after one of the most heinous murders in American history, a murder many of us had to witness, my friends have had to endure harassment from people who have gotten whipped up by what Candace is saying. In fact, I would say we have suffered more harassment from these people than we have from Antifa supporters who overtly celebrate Charlie's murder. And just like a lot of those Antifa members, many of these people take this delight in.
Yeah, it's good, Weird Morphs. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, you're right. Poor MAGA getting trolled by the environment they created. Yeah, Antifa supporters, right? Okay.
How gross and unpleasant they can be. What our friends have had to endure is not funny and it's not insignificant. It is evil. I have seen it.
I love how he's reading directly from a script, right? Deaf, right? Cheese soup. Okay. Anyway. All right.
For months, we have received hundreds,
kind of
thousands, I suspect, emails and calls asking us to respond. People have wanted us to invite Candace on the show.
Oops.
But for a long time, our approach was to say nothing. We did that for several reasons. First,
God, it's like we're at like the Paris Peace Conference before the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. It's like, we have to state our positions and show why the war, okay.
So absurd that nobody would believe them. We shouldn't have to answer questions.
Why do you think I dress like a clown and a jester, JMac?
About secret tunnels or Egyptian Air Force planes. That sort of thing is just, it's beneath contempt to respond to. The second reason we've said so little, though, is because there's a good rule of thumb, which Charlie followed. Do not feed the trolls. Focus on the mission. Reviving America, uplifting young people, making heaven crowded.
Oh my God, good reference. Weird Morphos Blob Horst Vessel, yeah.
Don't give air to people who want to tear you down and sow discord. Lastly, we didn't...
Literally, isn't that the whole thing that the right wing does is tear people down and sow discord? Aren't they like the Joker incarnate, minus like the charisma and minus the kind of entertainingness it is to watch? And minus the kind of anti-capitalism kind of stuff that goes along with it, I guess. He's kind of anti-everything, but okay.
Respond because Charlie always viewed Candace as a friend, and we were holding out hope that she would return that friendship and stop what she was doing. But a week from now, it's going to be 3 months since Charlie's murder. Candace,
oh, my so genders, you have a mental illness, right?
Has not changed her behavior. She has.
That's why I kind of add a lot of stipulations there, JMac. I much prefer the Joker. That was kind of mean to the Joker for me to say those things.
Continued to spread falsehoods about Charlie's friends, and she continues to concoct new ones about new people.
Oh my God, she is outdoing our lies and our things that we make up, right? Like, oh my God, she's lying so much and spreading so many lies about innocent people. Like, she is outdoing us. She is outdoing us.
She's using these falsehoods to enrich herself while dividing.
Oh my God, it's projection. It's projection. That's exactly what they're doing.
Movement at an absolutely critical time for this country. And far too often, we here have heard from ordinary people who loved Charlie and who Charlie loved so much in return. These people have expressed the worry that we are staying silent out of cowardice or as some sort of tacit admission that some of the attacks are true. Neither is the case. Our silence has never been, and it will never be, equal to complacency or approval. Still, we decided Charlie would not allow this to go on.
Also, God, I'm gonna figure out a way to have like a scoring rubric that I can pull up on the screen so I can like pretend like I'm scoring like a student's presentation. Because oh my God, like in my head, I'm like, okay, there's a point off for this, there's a point off for that. Like it's boring. It's not very well constructed it's not a very well constructed speech. Could definitely make more eye contact. He shouldn't be reading off of a goddamn paper. He should have a note card with kind of a structure on it so he doesn't have to directly read from the paper. Like I really want to have, and I think I'm going to, because I do have this thing, I'm literally going to find out a way I can like grade shit while I'm watching it. Okay.
Charlie was not a coward.
Yeah, Dolly.
Charlie was a fighter. Charlie would not allow someone to spread lies about the people closest to him with impunity. And he would.
He just lets people spread lies about anything else, right? Like literally anything else.
Feel ashamed if other people were stepping up to defend his friends while he never did so himself. Candace has mentioned several times that.
I'm sorry. Okay. Let's look at this background. Also, more points off here for like the big thing of Trump staring down at us in the background. An image of Teddy Roosevelt. You can't see it because it's covered by the chat, but there's an image of Teddy Roosevelt at the Battle of San Juan Hill. Okay, which is funny. Okay. Anyway.
The ball is in our court. So here's what is going to happen. In the near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point.
Sir Bartholomew, you're not joking. I am having trouble not Is this bad, guys? Am I a bad person? Whenever I see that empty chair, I want to laugh. I'm sorry. It is humiliatingly, like, it's kind of funny. It's kind of like, wow, they are really, okay, maybe I'm a bad person. I just think it's funny. It's so blatant and so, okay.
We plan to walk through everything.
It's also just a waste of space. Like,
carefully
okay.
and thoroughly. If Candace is available,
we
would
really
sincerely welcome her participation.
Yeah, Big Daddy will come back from the store soon. Okay.
In that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix. At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court.
Oh my God, Cheese Soup, you're right. They should have a blow-up Charlie Kirk doll in the chair.
Our motivation for doing this is not out of any obligation to Candace. It is about honoring Charlie. We feel a deep responsibility to protect his legacy, his work, and the truth. I feel that.
Cheese Soup, you're on fire.
I owe Charlie everything in my life.
Oh, that's kind of pathetic. Oof, that's really, yeah, like that's kind of really everything in your life you owe to Charlie Kirk. That's kind of pathetic, man. Like Jesus, you need like wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Yeah, yeah, I know. Like, I think don't worry, Cheese Soup. I think that's what J Mac is saying. Don't worry, Cheese Soup. We gotta just okay, okay. All right. Is there anything left? Okay, we done.
I feel it immensely.
I feel it immensely.
And that is why we feel compelled to speak clearly and openly now.
It was unclear. It was not that open. It was a bad speech. You read off a paper. I would give this, okay, it depends. Like if this would have been, this is why I'll figure out something so I can grade these things while we watch them. But like if this was like that quiet student in the back who really hasn't found their voice yet, I might give it like an 80%, 85%. Because hey, you do what you can. But like for someone who is literally their job is to do this, that was probably like, I don't know, what would we say here? Like a 70. I'm not going to go like complete failure on this, but like for someone whose job this is supposed to be, maybe a 70. Oh, you're right. We should do a live critical thinking / media analysis stream. That's a really good point, Meowzord. I was going to suggest we should do that. Okay. people, or you can suggest content and then go through it and grade it. That's a really good idea. Um, we'll do that. Okay, we can do a big yeah. Oh, so Meowsword actually is Chief. Meowsword makes really good bingo cards. That we like was some we used previously when like Trump was speaking. We'd have like a Trump bingo up, like does he say Biden? Does he talk about Hillary or whatever? Okay, um, so all right. Uh, oh yeah, there you go. If I see this guy on my the pilot on my flight, I'm gonna be like, wow, I hope he's qualified, right, Elliot? Okay. So we should do that. We'll do that. No, it was going to be cheese soup. Unfortunately, because my dad's birthday is today, I couldn't do it today. We'll do it next week, though. We'll do the Kahoot next week. Um, okay. So, all right. Well, that was kind of sad. I've had to teach public speaking before. It's a really okay. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but it's a really boring class to teach as a teacher. Because what do you gotta do? Like, it's also boring for everyone else in the class. What do you basically do all day? You just have to sit there and listen to your students giving speeches. Um, then they all have to listen to each other, give each other speeches, and they don't really care. But anyway, that would not have gotten a good grade. It is an important skill though, so I would never I would act like I was excited and stuff, and of course, you gotta do it for the kids, but I'm just saying. Uh, I agree, Meowsword, I agree, right? Um And I had some kids who were really good at public speaking. I had some kids when, basically like a spoken word poetry competition, and they went to the nationals and things like that, but like, you know, all right. Okay. So, but by the way, that really wasn't me. That was just them. They were just that good. I barely did anything. I barely did anything. Okay, guys. So it is 3:21. I'm gonna put my face up. I know I haven't been streaming for long. I did stream earlier. I've got to go to get prepared for the meal, etc., with my father. Okay. So I'm gonna go do that. Thank you everyone who contributed today. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, thank you everyone very much. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm gonna do my little sign off here. I will likely be on tomorrow. I might not be just because I have some things going on I might need to do. Meowzord, we're having homemade Italian. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not quite sure. My dad is actually making it because he likes cooking, so he wanted to cook it for his birthday. It's like homemade. There's some slow cooked Italian sauce up there. Um, and things like that. So I'm not quite sure. We'll find out. I guess I'll find out. He homemade some Italian bread. Oh, and then tomorrow I'll probably stream us cutting the cookies and stuff, such. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll take pictures. All right. I'll post on Discord. So thank you everyone for listening. I'll probably come on tomorrow. We'll see. And hopefully I'll be doing a reaction video soon with my dad. I'm not doing very well this month already when coming. I need to post more reaction videos. Okay. Okay, guys. First of all, free Palestine. Free Palestine. Second of all, never stop resisting. The easiest way to resist is to think for yourselves. The easiest way to resist is to think for yourselves, and that includes when you watch me. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. See what other people are saying. Don't get caught in an information silo. Um, that's really good, Meowsword, because the easiest way to, you know what we could do, Meowsword? Okay, wait, sorry. What if my dad and I both graded something, and then we compare the grades at the end of like the reaction? Like we did like 2 teachers grade a speech and then, discuss it or some crap like that wouldn't be the title, but okay, anyway. Um, okay, the easiest way to resist a thing for yourselves, see what other people are saying. Don't get caught in an information silo, because the easiest way to resist a thing for yourselves, we are living in a fascist moment in this country. Fascism thrives in an environment where people have lost faith in their democratic institutions. Because it's not providing what they need, um, they turn to more radical ends of the political spectrum, and especially fascism. We need major reforms in this country. You cannot stand in the center. If you stand in the center, the fascists will walk all over you. We need major reforms. Don't stand in the center. Please don't be a slug. Please don't be a slug. Don't be a sheep. God damn it. Don't be a sheep. Don't buy the propaganda. Okay. Always, think critically, think critically. I should stop saying think for yourselves and instead say think critically, right? Okay. Because I keep realizing that sounds a lot like some right-wing framing, right? If I say think for yourselves, it sounds like do your own research or whatever, but think critically. Don't do your own research if you're bad at doing research. Let's just put it that way. On the wall behind me is a sword. The name of that sword is Chainbreaker. Chainbreaker is thought to have been responsible for the death of 7 slave owners. Why do I have it back there? It's not yours, J-Mac. It's mine. Why do I have it back there? I have it back there to remind everyone that our ancestors made some major sacrifices for some of the things we have today, including some of the rights we have, some of the freedoms. We cannot. No, it's not, J-Mac. We cannot let those sacrifices go to waste. Please, 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 do not let those sacrifices go to waste. And always, 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 always fight for a better future. And on that note, folks. You all have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll send pics, etc. Have a good rest of your day. I will tell my dad happy birthday for all of you. All right. Yeah, fight for you, short kings. For all the short kings out there, all the men who are somehow are not put up. Society deems lesser because of something about their bodies. Fuck those people. Like, fuck it. All right. You're fine the way you are. Okay. You're all a bunch of kings. It doesn't matter what society says. All right, guys. Bye bye. Love you all very much. Bye bye.